Snatch and grab mission. This can be a tough mission. The beginning part isn't too hard. There's a lot of guys. The enemies on this level are like much stronger than usual, and that crazy guy with the full suit of armor running at us is called a Juggernaut. And the first time you kill him, you get an achievement that's called "I'm the Juggernaut." ...
That's fucking lame. This game's M.
Yes, it is lame. So that first Juggernaut, I don't believe he makes the gong noise as soon as he appears. But throughout the rest of the level, you'll hear a very distinctive boom.
Oh, is this the level where you're like, oh my god, there's 3 fucking gongs. I haven't killed anyone.
Exactly. Towards the very end of the level, we just got swamped by like 3 Juggernauts. We just sprinted for the end and said, fuck it, we're not going to be able to kill these 3. We got to run right now. That first Juggernaut doesn't always appear. He appears maybe 80% of the time. But now this is a tricky level too because
I'm down! Help me out!
the enemies can kill you very fast. The enemies are stronger on this than they typically are, and it's really beneficial to kind of flank or kind of split up from your partner and attack them from both sides because a lot of times they'll just be focused on player 1 and player 2, and you can just shoot them in the back. So you have to be careful not to get too far away from your partner that you can't get revived, or that they're going to get killed before they get a chance to revive you. So the first 10 minutes or so, it's just basically taking it slow, slowly, methodically moving your way through the level, making sure you're not missing anybody. The enemies will flank you as well on this level. They can sometimes get behind you if you're not paying too close of attention. So if you think you hear someone running around behind you, take the time, take a look, because the last thing you want is to hear a gong and then get shot in the back by another enemy sneaking up behind you. You can use the sniper rifle as much as you want, really, but just be sure to save enough to take out those Juggernauts. It's, I think, 4 headshots or 3 headshots to kill one of them. And when both you and your partner are just unloading on one of the Juggernauts, they go down pretty quick. Now, the grenade launcher rounds on this gun will stun the Juggernaut, and flashbangs also will stun the Juggernaut if you're just desperate to run around a corner and get have your health regenerate for a second as well. Also, the enemies on this level, they don't go... I mentioned that they have a lot of health, but they like to fake their death almost. They'll go down, and then they'll lay dead for a second,
and
then they get up and start running around behind you. Sometimes that's how they'll get behind you.
Those sneaky bastards.
Yeah, seriously. But so whenever I have a chance, whenever I see them fall to the ground, just put a couple extra rounds into him just to make sure that he's dead.
So you're just trying to get to that checkpoint.
Right. There's no time requirement on this level, thankfully. There's a little marker on the map, and that's the first of 2 checkpoints that you have to hit.
Oh, wow.
So the second video for this will be the second checkpoint.
So this is going to take you
I'm actually going to cut it when I get to it, because I shouldn't do that just to make it easier. Anyway. But the second checkpoint is going to include, or the second video in this is going to be the majority of the difficulty of this level, all the Juggernauts, the area where you're sniping out of the broken plane and getting down the hill. So check that out if that's the part that you're stuck on. So just keep slowly inching your way around the corners, just kind of taking your time. The radar was kind of weird on this one. It seems to be much more zoomed out than it normally is. On multiplayer or anything, even though that red dot looks very close, he's actually not too close. And it just felt a little bit, not harder, just different to judge.
Whoa, where is he?
Yeah, like you'd think that that red dot would just pinpoint him on the map, considering how close he looks, but it's harder to judge on this map for some reason. Every fucker on the other team has helmets too, so one headshot won't kill him.
What about face shot?
What?
Do the helmets have visors too?
Oh, I haven't gotten close enough to expect.
Just think, one right through the nose would do the same thing.
Pull a JFK. Yeah, I don't know. So we're getting real close to the intel. Don't pick up the intel as soon as you get to it. There's usually 4 or 5 guys kind of behind the intel, and usually we wait to snipe. Like I try to snipe as many guys out of the next area before I pick up the intel as well.
This isn't collectible intel, is it?
No, no.
It's part of it.
Yeah, that's just what it's called. It's not an achievement or anything for picking it up. So this is like the easiest way to get to the intel, but on the other side of that plane, this is what I was just talking about a second ago, there's usually a few guys running around back there. I'm sure to take them all out. And you can usually flank them pretty easy if your other teammate is coming from the main road.